positive, happy, motivated, energetic. Tamilive seeks to enhance the quality of life by encouraging you to just be happier and to embrace the fullness of life. Get ready to laugh. Get ready to dance. Get ready to celebrate life with Tamilive, starting right now. Ouch!
Hello and welcome to Tamilive. Today is a special day for me because my guest today, I've been trying to get her on Tamilive for quite some time. Today we're going to be speaking about finding faith, and you'll realize that it's not spelled the way you think it should be spelled, but there's a reason for that. Don't move away. Tamilive will be right back.
Log on now to jtvlive.net for news, talk shows, government and community events, and breaking news across the Virgin Islands. jtvlive.net, your television on the internet, your television on demand. Log on now to jtvlive.net, twice the power.
jtvlive.net, twice the power. jtvlive.net, twice the power.
Welcome back to Tamilive. Today we're going to be talking about finding faith, and we have a special lady in the house today, Donna. Donna, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm blessed.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for coming on Tamilive. You know I've been trying to get you on here for quite some time, right?
Yep.
So let's just start talking because we've known each other for a while. Yeah, I've met you at your business place. We've spoken back and forth for some years, and then I didn't see you for a long time. But first, let's talk about who you are. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Donna.
Well, I'm Donna, Ned Glasgow, originally from St. Vincent. I'm living here like for 11 years, and I'm a mother of 3 boys. And now my little princess, Faith.
Right. But I love to see that smile on your face.
Yes.
But it wasn't always smiles for you. You've been through some stuff.
Yes.
So let's talk about it. There was a time I didn't see you, and then I saw you, and I said, Donna, where have you been? What did you say to me?
I was sick. I was sick, Tommy, and then I told you and I also have a baby.
Yes, and I just stopped. Brap. What did you say? So tell us a little bit about that. There was a time when something happened and you went to the doctor and you found out some news. Tell us about that.
Yes, well, what happened is that I felt a lump in my breast, my left breast. I was feeling it like for a couple of weeks, and then I was telling my husband I'm feeling something in my breast. Then I decided to go to the doctor to make a check. So I went to my gynecologist, and then he sent me to do an ultrasound. And then after I get the ultrasound results, he referred me to a surgeon.
Wow.
And I went to the surgeon, he checked the breast, and then he asked me immediately to do a mammogram followed by a biopsy.
Wow. How did you feel at that time? When you went to him, did you think something really could be wrong?
No, I wasn't thinking that way.
Wow.
Because it was like in 2 years before that, I felt one in my right breast. And I went through the same procedure, biopsy, which come back, it was like just an infection. So I wasn't thinking about
anything more than that.
More than that.
Right.
But I did what they told me, and I do the mammogram and the biopsy on the same day.
Wow.
I did the mammogram in the morning, and then I did the biopsy in the afternoon. And a couple days after, the surgeon, I get a call from the surgeon to ask me to come in by his office. I went in, and that was the mammogram result.
Right.
And what he told me, it was like highly suspicious of cancer.
What are the thoughts going through your mind now?
I broke down.
Wow.
Right in the office, I began to cry.
Jesus.
And Then a nurse, she come and she talked to me, and my friend was there with me. I take my friend with me because the thing about it, my husband wasn't here.
Oh gosh. But you took somebody for support, which was a great idea.
Yeah. I take my friend with me, and then I sit there and I cry for a while, and then I went out.
You went outside?
Yeah.
So while you're crying, while you're breaking down, what thoughts are going through your mind? Your children?
Yeah.
Your husband?
Yeah.
Your family?
Yeah, and you know, it's like this when you hear about cancer. Nobody wants to hear about cancer.
No, we don't.
It's well like that's it for you. When you hear about cancer, it's like you're going to die.
Yes, that's what
So
people think.
that's all that was just flowing through me.
Right. So you left, you went outside, what happened next?
I went home. I called my husband, I called friends, I tell relatives, in-laws, and so on. Everybody was like, just keep the faith, pray.
Right.
So that's what I did. And then after that, I continued my daily schedule, going to work.
Really?
Yeah.
There wasn't a treatment plan set up or anything at that particular time?
The only thing, after the biopsy, I get some antibiotic.
Okay, so the mammogram was one thing, then you had to wait for other results.
The biopsy, it was the one that was supposed to confirm it.
Oh my goodness,
The mammogram was only telling me it's highly suspicious.
Okay.
But the biopsy is the one that have to confirm it, that it's cancer.
So you go back again and you get those results?
I wait for the results.
And you go back through that emotions again?
No.
No, because you were pretty, this is happening. You're aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you say you go back to your regular life?
Yeah.
You go to work.
I go to work.
Take care of the kids.
Do everything. I do
Positive
everything.
thoughts now?
Yeah.
Very good.
Thinking positive.
Very good. Okay.
Start to laugh again.
Very good. Because, I think sometimes when you release it and you pray and you let that go, you say, God is going to take care of this. And that's how you felt?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens next? You start the antibiotics, you said?
Yes, I take the antibiotics, and then after taking the antibiotics, I realized I was feeling sick. When I say sick, I was like drowsy, sleepy. My boss and my friends were telling me like, you sleeping in the night because you're looking tired.
Right.
I said, yes, I'm sleeping right through the night. I'm not worrying. And I was telling them it's the antibiotic that was
making you feel
like that way.
Right,
yeah.
right.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't. Because you, at that time, you have 3 boys.
3 boys.
The youngest, the older boy, the ages?
The first one is 20. Second one is 17. And the third one is 11.
Okay, so are you thinking, let me have another baby at that particular time?
I was done.
You're thinking that's it. Yes. So that is the last thing on your mind.
Right.
You're saying it has to be the antibiotics. It can't be anything else. Right. But then you go check it out. What happens?
Yeah, well, after that, I said, you know what happened? I wasn't studying anything about getting pregnant.
Right.
That I was pregnant. But when I do catch myself, I say, oh my, something wrong.
Oh my. I like that. Oh my.
Something
is wrong.
Something is missing.
Yeah. That key something. Right? You realize, wow, I'm so caught up with the antibiotics and the C thing that I forget the other thing is not coming. So when you
was missing.
Yes, and that's something you need. So
that one was missing.
So you said, let me go check it out. And was that your first response to go check it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went and I checked it out for myself.
Because you need to know these things.
Yeah. It was a weekend. I said, no, I cannot go through the whole weekend like this, not knowing. So
that's the information I need right now. So you go, you check it out?
Yes.
What happened?
And then I saw 2 red lines.
Did you shake it? Like, this can't be happening. Let's do this again.
I was, oh my God.
Yeah. Shock you, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
What are the thoughts now? Because I just found out that I have breast cancer.
Yeah.
And now I'm hearing I am pregnant?
No. The cancer wasn't confirmed as yet.
It wasn't confirmed yet.
No.
So you're still just waiting for those results.
Confirmation.
But then you got a boom in the middle here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I was thinking, and I was hoping and I was praying, maybe the mammogram say highly suspicious, but maybe it was because of the pregnancy.
So all these new thoughts coming into your mind
my
now.
mind.
Right. Like, I know what it is.
Yeah, it's the pregnancy.
It's gotta be.
I don't think it's breast cancer. It's the pregnancy.
Right. What did your husband say?
Well, my husband was back on the same day I did the test.
Yes, okay.
And he went East End by his sister to drop off some stuff. So, tell you the honest truth, I put the pregnancy test in a bag and I walk up and down from my house to the road I called my husband, I said, come here now. He was, you okay? I said, yes, just come and take me out of the house. I need to get out of the house. So I put it in a bag and I was just walking up and down. My husband wasn't coming.
And you know when you're waiting for somebody, it's like hours now.
Hours.
It could be 10 minutes, but it feels like all day.
But I didn't even put back my foot in the house.
You were
I
like, this
sit
guy is
under a
gonna come.
tree in the yard.
And I know where you are. I know that tree.
I sit under a tree in the yard. And then my husband come and then he asked me, say, what happened? I say, okay, I just need to go get out of the house. So he said, okay, let me take you for a drive. So we went for a drive and then we sat down, went on by a beach, Old Brandywine Bay, and we sat there.
Oh, that's a nice setting to break that kind of news. Go, Donna.
Fresh breeze.
You need fresh breeze.
We sat there and then we were talking, and then I mentioned
told him.
it to him. And then
You mentioned. By the way.
Yeah. And then he was, yeah? I said, yes. And I began to cry.
Oh gosh, what's going through your mind now with these tears?
I don't know. Look what happening. I don't know. And then anyway, he hugged me and he told me not to cry.
Right, he consoled you. Yes.
Yeah, he said, you're going to be okay.
And that must have helped too, getting that sort of comfort for you. Yes.
And then after we talked and a bit, and then we went back home. And from then, I was okay again.
Felt better.
Better.
You rebound really quickly. That's good. That's a good sign there, Donna.
Because at least he said it wasn't planned for, but
But okay, we're gonna go through with it because the
biopsy
biopsy test you're saying hadn't come back yet.
No.
Okay, fine. So now, what happens?
Well, I decide I'm going to the doctor on the Monday. To confirm, make sure.
Because you need to know what's happening. Too many things happen in this short space of time. I need some clarity here, people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I went to the doctor. I told him what's happening. They did a test and then they told me, they say, yes, you are pregnant.
Wow.
Then I said, but he told me like to confirm it, he's going to send me to do an ultrasound.
Okay.
I went and I did an ultrasound and I was looking on the screen and the lady was like, yeah.
See, and you're like, really? Yeah. Because when you see it now, that's a whole other story, you know?
Yes.
It's not two lines, it's the actual little person in there.
Yeah. And then we went back to the doctor. Guess what happened, Tammy, on that same day?
Tell me, Donna.
The same time I get that result to confirm that I was pregnant, out came the nurse from in the doctor's office again with my biopsy result.
Same day?
The same day.
Stop playing around. That was like boom, bam, double whammy. You watch that show, right? Double whammy for you.
Yes.
You're thinking, what the hey?
Yeah.
I'm not ready for this.
No.
New thoughts?
No.
What's going through your mind now?
Well, and they read it to me and say yes, they confirm it was breast cancer.
Wow.
I was like, okay.
You just said okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to the nurse.
You had prepared yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because after the mammogram say highly suspicious.
You already started that thought process.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So I have breast cancer and I'm having
pregnant.
a baby.
Yeah.
I have 3 big boys home. What is going on?
Yeah.
Yes? All these things are going through your mind?
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, I went, after the biopsy result, the nurse were like, one of them were like, did she know already?
Did she know what?
Like, did I know about the breast cancer already?
Did you know everything was happening? Because she's in shock.
Yes, because they were expecting me like to break down at that time.
Break out.
No, I didn't.
Which is good, because I think, you know what's good for you, that you had that kind of notice before.
Yeah.
You had your husband's support, and you were thinking, okay, let me put some positive thoughts on this, and let's just go through it.
Yeah.
When I met you in the hospital that day, when you told me the news, I almost dropped down, but I said, Tammy, do not drop down. This is not going to be good for Donna. But you have that positive energy going, and that's what I embraced. I thought that was excellent.
Yeah.
So you find out what's next for you, Donna.
Well, I went, and then after I find out that, I just went home, and I tell my husband, and I tell my children.
You told your children?
Yeah.
Okay. When we come back from the break, we're going to hear from Donna what her children's response was. And Donna had some other serious decisions to make. What were they? You're just going to have to wait and find out. Tammy Live will be right back.
Log on now to jtvlive.net for news, talk shows, government and community events, and breaking news across the Virgin Islands. jtvlive.net, your television on the internet, your television on demand. Log on now to jtvlive.net, twice the power.
jtvlive.net, twice the power. jtvlive.net, twice the power.
Welcome back to Tammy Live. If you've just tuned in, you're missing an incredible story. Today we're talking about finding faith, and you're going to learn what that means just now when we're speaking to Donna. So let's tune back in. Now, Donna, you found out that you've had breast cancer.
Yeah.
And you're confirmed that you're pregnant in the same moment.
Yeah.
Shock value that you just can't even comprehend.
Yeah.
Now you're returning home to talk to your children about what's happening with their mom. Talk to us about that.
Well, I went home. Actually, before that, I had already mentioned it to them from the mammogram. So when I went home, just as I went inside, the youngest one, who is Renju, was like just watching me in the face. And I break down there again.
Oh, gosh.
I began to cry. And he was like, Mommy, it's cancer? I just shake my head and I said yes. And then the second one, who is Kenju, he was there, and I just see he turned off and he went in the bathroom. And then it's after he come out and he would tell me, he said, Mommy, I cry and I cry and I cry. And then, well, Zavi was in the vehicle with me when they picked me up from that, so he and the father know
what's happening
only before the next two. And then, well, we decided, well, everybody cry.
Of course, because we need to get that out.
Everybody cry, but what we decide to do is put the main thing first, and that's praying.
That's right.
Praying to our Heavenly Father.
You're very strong in the Lord, which is excellent.
Praying.
And that helps you greatly through this whole process, yes?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think immediately the same time, my husband and I and the boys, we went in the room and we just hold hands and we began to pray.
Okay.
And then from then, that is what we do right through.
The whole process?
The whole process.
Okay.
The family just pray together.
Because we're going to do this together. And that's another thing that I drew from you, is that sometimes people are going through things in their own family and they can't really turn to their family to get that support.
Yeah.
But here you are going through, a real blow.
Yeah.
But your whole family is coming together and saying, we're going to do this together.
Yeah.
So talk to us about the process. What does that mean? What did it look like?
Yeah, well, well, after that, I decided, it was hard for me. It was very hard for me, Tammy. I tell you the honest truth, I never fainted in my life, and it happened to me twice in the house.
Wow.
It's a good thing my husband was there with me at the time when it happened. And then I get over it.
Okay.
I decide I'm not going to give Satan win. And my family, we pray together, we cry together when we have to cry, we pray together, and decide, okay, I'm going through it.
You're going to do it.
I can do it. I know I can do it, Tammy. And well, we began to, I know after that it's surgery. He said I have to do the surgery.
So the first step was surgery?
Surgery.
Okay.
The breast. And Well, I went to St. Thomas, back and forth. Well, with the surgery, the sergeant here, the first sergeant who I was dealing with, he went home.
Okay.
He referred me to a next sergeant. When I went to the next sergeant was leaving the next day again.
Oh my goodness. You're thinking, no, don't go.
No. Anyway, I went back to which is Dr. Vanterpool in Eureka. I went back to him because there I was doing my biopsy and my mammogram and everything. So I went back to him and he told me like this. He said, you cannot wait until my surgeons are back. These things like these you need to
deal with right away. Good advice.
So he gave me a referral and told me to carry it to Dr. Jacobs in Pueblos, which I did. I carried to him and I talked with him and my husband. We talked and then he assured me, well, we can do the surgery and stuff like that. But I still wanted second opinion.
Yes, and everybody else, people want to know. People want to know I have a family to risk here. I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. So you did that.
Yes, so I went to St. Thomas. And I went 2 days back to back to St. Thomas, which wasn't easy for me, and the boat ride and
it's an hour.
Yeah,
yes.
And so I went back to back there. I talked to surgeon down there. I talked to oncologist. I talked to everybody who I
because you want to get all the information. Yes, definitely.
And what they was telling me down there, it wasn't much different than what Dr. Jacob was telling me here and whatnot. And I decided, well. Most people was telling, the honest truth, most people was telling me not to do my surgery here. They was telling me not to go at people.
Because usually people say, if it's over there, somewhere else is better, right?
Yeah.
But what was your decision?
Well, my decision was, after going down there and didn't hear nothing different than what we were hearing up here, I said to my husband, I said, listen, I'm going to do my surgery here. I say, I don't think it matter where I do it. I'm going to do it here. Because with me, I didn't think it was any great deal because it's not what man says, what God says.
That's absolutely.
Because if I was to go St. Thomas and die, I would die. If I have to do it here and die, I would die. If I was to live, I live.
That's right. So you did it here?
Yeah.
Virgin Islands. People's Hospital.
Yeah.
Boop, boop. Boop, boop.
Yes.
Right? And the result?
Good.
Yes. Excellent.
Good.
Excellent. Dr. Jacobs of People's Hospital, I just want to give you a thumbs up. People in People's Hospital, keep doing your do.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was okay.
So you came through the surgery.
Yeah.
And what's next?
Well, it was kind of hard for me.
Talk us a little bit about the surgery and then coming out of it. How long is the recovery time? Painful?
No.
Okay.
The surgery lasts about 3.5 hours.
Okay.
And recovery wasn't that bad.
So the experience was good?
Yeah, for me, it was very good.
Experience at People's Hospital. I just want to say that again. Just want to say it again.
It was good. I didn't have any problem.
Okay.
Not with the food, not with the nurses. Everything was good for me, Tammy.
Excellent. So what's next? Because I know you had to come through the surgery, you had that good experience at People's. Excellent. But now we have to go through another session with chemotherapy. Is that right?
Yeah.
So the first thing was the surgery to take out the cancer. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And now we need the chemotherapy. Why do we need that, and what is that? Just for those persons who might not know.
Well, chemotherapy, it's what you have to take. Most people have to take for treatment for for cancer, not only breast cancer, for cancer in a whole. And it's like a process you go through. Most people, when they hear about chemotherapy, they get scared.
Yes.
Because it's like, what is that?
Right. But a lot of people don't even know what it is, really.
No.
Right?
Yeah, but chemotherapy, it's nothing to scare you. Okay. For you to be afraid of. It's bag of liquid, like an IV.
Okay, so they just put it in. You stay in the hospital, you go to the hospital and these are sessions.
Yeah, to the clinic. Yeah.
Oh, so you go to the clinic. That's where I saw you.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I was coming from St. Thomas and that.
Okay. Yes. So they just put up the IV
and and you just sit in a chair like this and you watch
like
TV. Yes, you eat.
I've heard people say they get sick when they're going through chemo. Their hair falls out. Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about that.
I give a big smile on that. And ask me why. Why I laugh at that, Tammy? Yes, normally I never went through that experience of getting sick from chemotherapy.
Right. Really?
I get a long list. Yes, chemotherapy
could happen
to you,
but they didn't happen to you.
Never one day.
Wow,
Tammy.
That's the power in prayer.
Yeah. And that's why my oncologist now, she's still looking at me and she's still like,
what happened here?
Miss Glasgow, I'm still reading up on you.
That's awesome.
I never get sick one day.
Awesome.
And she was expecting me to be more sick.
Yes, but nothing.
Because of the pregnancy.
Right, because I want to talk about that, because that's another powerful story in this story for me.
Yeah.
Because you were speaking about the fact that people said, listen here, girl, you're going to go through this chemotherapy. It's not safe to have this baby.
Yeah.
What were people saying to you?
Well, that's what they were saying to me. It's not safe to have the baby. And I heard a lot about it. That one was driving me crazy because I was hearing I have to terminate the pregnancy.
So people were saying, Donna, you should abort this baby.
No.
They were saying that to you?
Yeah.
But you were saying, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
Was it your gut? Was it your belief in God? Was
Yes.
it just that you saying, listen here, I'm not doing this. This child is here for a reason?
For a reason. Because it wasn't planned for. And after 10 years, I was on
Who thinks that? My child is 11. Why am I pregnant?
Yeah. And I was on the birth control pill for the 10 years.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was on the pills for 10 years.
And nothing happened for that 10 years, and
No.
all of a sudden now, breakthrough.
Yeah.
Amazing. And you said to yourself, listen here, you guys can say what you want. Because I think people during this time feel as though they should say something, give some words of advice, feel like they're helping the situation and saying, you know, Donna, I think your health is more important. Abort that baby and let's deal with this issue, right?
Yeah.
But you're saying,
no,
not me.
Well, tell you the honest truth, Tammy. When I went to St. Thomas, so I talked to doctors down there, and what they was telling me, which I understand quite well, cancer and pregnancy doesn't work well together, because when you're pregnant, your hormones become more aggressive.
Right. And it doesn't work well with the chemotherapy, the treatment
with the
itself.
cancer, with the cancer.
With the cancer itself.
Itself. But I block my ears to that. I know who I believe in. I talk to Heavenly Father. He have the reason why He gave me this child. So I decided, I tell my husband, I said, sometimes he come and he said to me, such and such meet me and say, blah, blah, you shouldn't bring the child. I said, I don't want to hear nothing. Said,
and he's just trying to look out for his wife and making sure you're okay. So sometimes, you know, you're trying to focus on this path, and then somebody will say something and say, well, what about this? But you were steadfast, boy. You said to me, I am not doing that.
No. And I decide I'm not doing it.
So you go through the whole...
I went through my whole process. I did my my surgery, which one of the things the doctors they were concerned about is the drugs that they were going to give me to do the surgery.
And how it can harm the baby, right?
The anesthesia drugs, because I have to be sleep. They put me to sleep like for 3 hours and a half, and what it was telling me, it's like the drugs alone can abort the baby. I tell him, I say, okay, if the drugs about the baby, I'm satisfied with that. Wow. So I went through, I did my surgery, and then 2 days after, they told me they're going to send me back to do a next sonogram to check the baby. I went back and I did the sonogram again, Tammy, and up to today, my baby heartbeat never dropped anything like that.
You know, this is so amazing to me, and that's why I just, because, you know, people, we go through this life, you know, where things are, the economy is down, and people aren't as kind to each other anymore, and we started thinking that, you know, God, where is God in all of this, you know, and where are the miracles? But when I spoke to you, and you know, I have to tell you, that day when I saw you, I was not having the best day. And I saw you, and we started talking, and you're telling me this story, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is happening right in front of my eyes. What a miracle is happening. And you're a strong woman, Donna, to go through so much. But then, hey, we go through the chemotherapy.
I
finished the treatments?
Yes, I did 8 doses of chemotherapy.
Wow!
Actually, I did 5 doses with my baby inside of me. And then I stopped. I have her, which she was born premature.
Okay, okay. Were there any complications with her birth?
No.
Wow. And we're gonna show a picture at the end.
Yeah.
And her name is
Faith.
Faith.
Yes.
See, people, there was a reason. F-A-Y-T-H.
Yes, which means faith. F-A-I-T-H.
That's right, because you had to have some faith
a lot
to go through what you've been through.
Yeah.
What is your advice for women who might find out they have breast cancer, maybe just found out they have breast cancer? What is your advice to them?
Well, my advice to them is to, first I will tell them to pray, put God first in their life. Pray. And I know it's hard when you hear that name, but you have to think positive. And that's one of the things I did, Tammy. I never put anything negative in my head to say I was going to die or my baby was going to die or anything like that. I think positive. I pray. I take my Bible with me in the hospital, and everybody was like, that was the biggest Bible they ever seen.
But you know why you bring your Bible? You leave me alone. I know what I'm doing.
I read my Bible. I pray. I think positive. So my advice to you out there who have breast cancer, think positive. Pray. Don't give up.
Absolutely.
Don't give up.
Absolutely.
And don't be afraid to talk about it, because you have some people, they're afraid to share it with others.
Yes, and that's something I think with our Caribbean community.
Yeah.
This is happening to me. I don't want anybody to know, so let me keep it to myself. But I believe in you sharing. You've inspired so many people, Donna.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And I know through Tamilive, and you are going to inspire others to just keep that faith, pray, and to be positive. Those things, those elements, I believe, can work true miracles.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about faith.
Well, about Faith, no. She's my darling. She's my princess. I love her. And the thing about it, Faith is my only girl child.
Only girl, because you had 3 boys.
3 boys. And when I went, after I find out everything, and after I finished my surgery, I was seeing a gynecologist this year, and then I went to see one in St. Thomas who was a high-risk gynecologist.
Right.
Because after the breast cancer, I have breast cancer, I have high blood pressure. I have high blood pressure, Tammy.
Oh my goodness.
And let me tell you a little bit about that high blood pressure. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure from 2004. And when that was one thing that was kind of, I was scared about. Right. Having to go through all that with my high blood pressure.
So you have another blow you're hitting us with again, Donna?
Yes. It's not one more. You will hear about the next one soon. And then when after the high blood pressure, and the same day when I decide to keep my baby, the doctor told me I have to stop drinking my high blood pressure pill, because the pills that I was on for the high blood pressure, it wasn't good for the baby.
Oh my God.
So the night now, I have to stop drinking the high blood pressure pill. And the doctor asked me the night, he said, do you want a sleeping pill for you to sleep through the night, prepare yourself? I tell him no, I didn't take it. But anyway, I didn't sleep, Tammy. It's just like every hour passed. But I was up and I talked to Heavenly Father. I pray, I read, I pray. The nurse came in the morning and she knocked on my door. She said, get ready, prepare yourself to go for your surgery. When she do my vitals, Tammy, when she do my vitals, my blood pressure reading was 110/70.
Get out.
Since from 2004 to 2011, my blood pressure was that.
Are you kidding me?
Serious. 110.
What were your thoughts?
I just lift my head and I just say, thank you, Jesus.
Oh, for those of you who might not know what 110/70, that's a good thing.
That's very good.
That's a good thing.
Very good.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And so you're saying this is a sign. This is a sign.
It's of God.
And that's one of the things that kept you going.
Yeah.
What's the next blow? Last blow?
The last blow. After my surgery, the night I get up, going to go to the bathroom, I cannot walk.
What?
I began to feel this tension, pain in both feet. I went back on the bed. I tell the nurse. She was said to me, she said, maybe how you lie down. I tried to walk again, Tammy, and I couldn't walk. Anyway, I try and I go to the bathroom, and then the next morning when the doctor came in, I mentioned it to him. He was like,
that's not a good sign, huh?
No. So he said, yeah. He said, they didn't give you an injection in the morning. I said, yes. And they put the stockings on my feet to do the surgery.
Wow.
So he told me I have to go immediately to do an ultrasound, which they did. That's what I tell people. It's not that bad.
People is great.
Yeah. They sent me immediately to do an ultrasound, which come back, both feet have blood clot.
Stop it, man.
Both feet.
You gotta have some faith.
Blood clot.
Seriously, to go through that. So what happened?
Well, that made me stay in an extra week in the hospital. They put me on treatment, and then they sent me home, which I cannot take any pill for the blood clot because of the pregnancy.
Right, and all of these things happening at the same time.
Yeah. So during my whole pregnancy, I have to be taking 2 injections, one in the morning and one in the night, in my stomach, under the skin.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're pregnant?
Pregnant.
At that time?
Yeah.
You're taking an injection?
Yeah. Morning,
in your stomach?
In my stomach.
Twice a day?
Twice a day, morning and night.
Oh my goodness.
Well, they showed my husband how to do it, and he was doing it for me, but sometimes he get home late, and one evening I said, Tammy, I just lift my head and I say, oh God, I can do all things through you who strengthens me.
I know that's
and
right.
I began to do it myself.
Yes.
So during my whole pregnancy, I have to be sticking myself twice a day.
Oh my goodness.
For the blood clot.
How is Donna today?
I'm good. I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good. No blood clot.
When you came and I asked you how you were, you said, I'm blessed.
I'm blessed.
You're blessed, girl.
Yeah. Blessed.
You are blessed.
Yes. And let me tell you something I forget about the high blood pressure again, Tammy.
Yes.
Tammy, during my pregnancy, I didn't have to take a pill for my blood pressure.
At all?
Not at all.
Fighting that from 2004. So many years.
Yeah.
And then God says, okay, let me take something away from you a little bit, right?
They take some away.
That's what it feels like.
Some away. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Donna.
He doesn't give us more than what
No.
Say
that again.
He doesn't give us more than that what we can bear.
For those of you who are going through something right now, Donna is telling you. 4 blows, people, back to back. Donna, it's been a pleasure. We are out of time, but you must come back again because we want to meet Faith. But you'll give us some pictures that we'll see too, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Tamilive. We will be right back.
Log on now to jtvlive.net for news, talk shows, government and community events, and breaking news across the Virgin Islands. jtvlive.net, your television on the internet, your television on demand. Log on now to jtvlive.net, twice the power.
jtvlive.net, twice the power. jtvlive.net, twice the power.
Welcome back to Tamilive. I am inspired to be a better person. I am inspired to have faith. Today we spoke about finding faith, and it was finding faith in the true sense of the word, but it was finding faith, a beautiful, beautiful, bouncy little girl. And I was talking to an amazing, strong woman who has an amazing faith in God. And just talking to her about not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 blows in life. But she got through it, and she had got the biggest grin today. I had to bring Donna by just to let you know that every day is not going to be rosy. But I believe that positive energy, having faith in God, that makes all of the difference in the world. And I encourage you to embrace that. Embrace faith. Find your faith and be inspired by Donna's story. Here is to life and the living of it. Tammy Live, just be happy. See you next time.
Tamilive is proudly sponsored by Skelton Group of Companies, Premier Dental, Norman Allen Photography, tglifestyles.com, and jtvlive.net.
Tammy's here with Style by McKelly's Beauty Salon.
Wardrobe for Tammy, proudly sponsored by dglifestyles.com. For more information about Tamilive, log on to tamilive.tv. Join us on Facebook at facebook.com/Tamilive or follow us on Twitter at Tamilive Show. Here is to life and the living of it. Tamilive, just be happy. Ouch!